By the President? What did you mess up this time?
Regrets? You think this is some kind of reprimand? Not at all. I actually wanted to ask you something. Keiichi, I heard you pushed my daughter Nagisa, who also happens to be our head of sales.
My name is Keiichi Sato. I handle all the odds and ends at Tokimeki Agency, an advertising firm. Keiichi, so this is where you've been hiding. Mr. Nomura's looking for you. Oh, right away, Kodai. Getting called in by the President? What did you mess up this time? I honestly have no idea. Great. Am I getting fired? You wanted to see me, sir?
Oh, thanks for coming in. Sorry to pull you away from your work.
I've been with the company for 11 years. Whatever happens, I have no regrets.
Regrets? You think this was some kind of reprimand? Not at all. I actually wanted to ask you something. Keiichi, I heard you pushed my daughter Nagisa, who also happens to be our head of sales.
Pushed her? Wait. Oh!
Thank you again for what you did the other day.
She told me you shoved her out of the way when a flower vase fell from the second floor.
Well, I did push her, but the vase ended up landing nowhere near us. So, I guess it wasn't really necessary after all. I figured she might have misunderstood what happened.
Regardless, you tried to protect her, and I appreciate that.
Was she hurt at all?
Not at all. I'm sorry. I was rushing to a client meeting afterward, so I didn't get a chance to properly thank you or explain. You really saved me. Actually, when you pushed me, it jolted something loose. I had this breakthrough idea I never would have thought of otherwise.
Wait, seriously? I mean, I doubt the push had anything to do with that.
Either way, I'm grateful.
You know, I'm pretty upset about something, though.
Huh?
When I first mentioned this to Kodai, he flat out didn't believe it. Said something like, "You're just looking for an excuse to fire him, right?"
Yeah, that really ticked him off.
From what I understand, you've mostly been doing behind-the-scenes work that doesn't get much recognition, correct?
Yes. Well, I had a bit of a slip-up in the past.
I looked into that. Something about modifying part of a proposal for our client, Doki Doki Co., without authorization? Created quite a mess during negotiations, from what I hear.
Yeah, I found what I thought was a minor error in the program, so I fixed it. Somehow it triggered a system failure.
That's the incident Kodai reported to HR, right? Which led to your reassignment.
Right, I understand. It's only fair. But, honestly, part of me still wonders if I really caused that system error. The technical details just don't add up.
I thought the same thing. Actually, we pulled the proposal data that was eventually submitted to Doki Doki Co., and we've started investigating it.
Wait, what? Why would you go to all that trouble?
Partly to return the favor, but also, I get the feeling you're the type of person people tend to misunderstand. Sure, your numbers weren't stellar, and that contributed to your reassignment, but Kodai's reaction, it made me wonder if that's really the complete picture. Kodai is the kind of guy who clings to his first impressions. He's stuck in his glory days. Past performance certainly matters when evaluating someone, but frankly, I've got some concerns about how he judges people.
I see.
Tokimeki Agency is gearing up for a major sports campaign next year, so we need all hands on deck. That's why we're taking a fresh look at how we evaluate our talent.
I understand. Still, if that mess really was my fault, I sincerely apologize.
No need. I believe in you.
Nagisa. 3 days later, the results of the investigation came in. Turns out, I wasn't the one who made the mistake after all. I can't believe it. It really wasn't your fault after all. I owe you an apology, Keiichi. I'm sorry. No, it's fine.
That's it? That's all you're going to say, Kodai?
Oh, Nagisa. Hi.
Don't you think Keiichi deserves a proper apology? Because of your misjudgment. He's been stuck doing a job completely different from what he actually wanted to do.
Well, the system error wasn't the only issue.
If I remember correctly, Keiichi used to work in the planning department, assisting the creative director, right? He helped develop ad concepts.
That's right. He also reviewed materials for the team lead and explained project details to the production crew in simpler terms. When he first joined, he had a real talent for putting abstract ideas like visual imagery and thematic messages into words. I thought, this guy's got creative director written all over him.
Exactly. He's great at articulating abstract concepts visually. But that's a different skill set than understanding client needs or managing client relations, isn't it? Still, you had him doing those kinds of things, didn't you?
Well, yeah. I figured if he was good at expression, he'd be good at communication, too.
What Keiichi actually wanted wasn't to deal with clients. He wanted to collaborate on creative work, discuss ideas, refine them, make them better. That's his strength. But because you had this fixed idea of who Keiichi was, you kept him stuck in a role where he couldn't fully shine.
What do you know about any of this? I've worked with him way longer than you have.
Huh? May I say something?
Akira, Saki, you two have something to add?
I've been working more on the media planning side lately. Mostly strategizing around social media and video content distribution.
Right. Your social media posts were really popular back in college. And your first project here was a hit with the client.
That praise was more like, it was great for first try. Honestly, I did major in media production, but what I really love is writing. I'm better suited for creating taglines or ad copy.
I feel the same way. I studied system development in college, so now I handle workflow tracking and project management. But I actually have a background in CG, and I've been wanting to get into video production too. The whole tracking system, I only created it as a side project at first, and they ended up building a department around it. But I think someone with proper training should really be handling that.
True. When Saki first set it up, it was a huge help. But we've had our fair share of issues since then, right?
Look, I get it. Maybe these roles don't align perfectly with what you wanted, but personal preference and actual aptitude aren't always the same thing. We did let you try your preferred roles once, didn't we? But let's be honest, they didn't really produce much. Am I wrong?
Is that really fair? We checked the records, and compared to the current team's first attempts, Akira and Saki's initial work was actually above average. Expecting someone to be an instant rock star right after a role change? Don't you think that's asking a bit much?
Well, maybe. But what? You're going to reassign everyone now? That would seriously drop the overall performance of the company.
Of course, I think it needs to be done gradually. But that's why it's so important to get the initial placement right. At the very least, assigning someone based only on one early success without considering their background or what they actually want to do, that's not how it should work.
If you're going to push that far, fine. Let's give Keiichi a shot. See what he can do. If he does well, I'll consider reassignment for the others, too.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure all of a sudden.
Exactly. That's why I brought you something special. Here, take a look at this project brief.
Wait, isn't this from Doki Doki Co?
It may not have been your fault, but officially, you did take the blame for the earlier mix-up. So now, you've got a chance to make it right. We looked over the proposal in sales, but the visuals and concept explanation are kind of hard to follow. We think it could be a lot clearer. Could you put together a client-facing version of the proposal? Something that breaks it down more clearly, and also works as a pitch doc.
I'm on it!
This is actually gonna work out!
So, I did exactly what Nagisa asked and created the new proposal. So the pitch meeting ended, and the very next day...
We knocked it out of the park! The client was seriously impressed with the materials you put together.
I'm really glad to hear that. Honestly, I barely slept last night. I was so nervous.
That's awesome news, Keiichi. So, Kodai, will you reconsider our team assignments now?
Well, maybe next time.
Next time?
For the upcoming international sports event, we're sticking with the original lineup. The big pitch is in 3 months. Changing the team now just isn't realistic.
Wait, so we're stuck like this for another year?
And let me be clear, just because you're unhappy with your current roles, don't start slacking off, alright?
That's disappointing. Looks like I'll have to handle this myself.
3 months later, the big presentation day finally arrived.
And that concludes our proposal for the upcoming sports event.
I see! Very impressive presentation.
Right? Our top team worked on it.
Well, to be honest, there's nothing wrong with it, but maybe we were expecting too much? It felt a bit conventional, like something we've seen before.
What?
It wasn't that bad, just a little predictable.
I understand. Actually, We prepared a second proposal. Would you be interested in taking a look?
A second one?
Yes, absolutely. Let's see it.
2 hours later,
That was fantastic. Honestly, if you had something that strong, you should have just led with it.
I'm sorry about that. We kept it as a backup just in case. This proposal came from letting the team try out work that's outside their usual roles. We wanted to see what would happen.
Well, whatever you did, it worked. Felt fresh, original, something I haven't seen before. The promo videos and commercials were actually enjoyable to watch. No awkward moments. Thank you so much. The CG work was amazing too. Felt like something straight out of a Hollywood movie.
Thank you.
And most of all, I loved how every creative choice had a clear reason behind it. The explanations were easy to follow, not just abstract concepts. It was all so well thought out. I really appreciated it.
Thank you. Then, may we proceed with the second proposal?
Yes, absolutely. Please move forward with it.
damn it, they completely outplayed me.
Back at the office.
This isn't fair. You just wanted to make me look bad, didn't you?
No, that wasn't it at all. It was just something we worked on quietly, just in case. We didn't expect it to go over that well.
And you did all this behind my back.
It was meant to be a fun little side project. Something to learn from. You're right. We should have informed you earlier. That was our mistake, and I apologize. But don't you think there's something worth taking away from the results?
Want me to say it was good? That's what this is about?
No, I'm saying given that they did this in their free time, outside their comfort zones, it turned out remarkably well. I've been thinking about why it worked, and Keiichi helped me realize something important.
Actually, I think your approach wasn't entirely wrong, Kodai.
What?
Being in roles we didn't ask for, ones we weren't good at, it forced us to grow in ways we didn't expect.
Thanks to you, everyone was able to overcome things they struggled with. And at the same time, we also realized what we're not meant to be doing.
So in the end, you're still saying my approach was wrong?
That's not it, Kodai.
Mr. Nomura.
From now on, I want you to lead, help everyone continue to overcome their weaknesses.
That's that, and this is this. Still, this whole thing was underhanded.
I'll speak with them about that, but maybe it's time to rethink your approach too.
This just happened to work out. It's no guarantee for the future. For the time being, we stick with the current setup, at least through next year.
Excuse me, a call from the client. Hello? What? A loss? I'm terribly sorry. We'll send someone over immediately. What happened? There was an error with the paperwork on a project handled by Keiichi and Kodai. It led to a pretty significant loss.
Wait, didn't you handle the documents, Kodai?
Well, that's because you were out sick. I had to do unfamiliar work.
I thought it'd be fine since you used to handle documentation. I'm sorry.
That's exactly it, Kodai.
People change over time. Just because you were good at something before doesn't mean you still are. After that, Kodai changed jobs, but
I can't do this job, Kodai. Seriously. Well, what do you mean? You're good with people. I thought this kind of work would suit you.
that's in my personal life. Work's a different story. You judge people too quickly based on surface level stuff.
What? What did you just say? That's totally out of line.
Our CEO said the same thing. He's starting to wonder why you were even brought on. I heard you were top performer at Tokimeki Agency. But honestly, I haven't seen any of that here.
No way. Mr. Nomura never talked to me like that.
Kodai was eventually let go. He fell ill and was hospitalized soon after that. People say that when he got out, he wasn't the same person anymore.
Hey, good work today, Keiichi. Did you hear about Kodai?
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think you should blame yourself. You saved me, and I think a lot of people feel the same way.
Keiichi, no, I'm the one who was saved. If you hadn't stepped in back then, when the base almost hit me...
Well, I totally misread the situation that day, but still thank you, and I hope we'll keep walking through life together.
Wait, walking through life together? Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Whoa, no. I meant like, figuratively, as teammates.
Jeez, I was kind of hoping you did.
Wait, really? Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.